one of the big challenges the colleges have got is the budgetary constraints that are coming with the cuts that have happened over the past few months, and the cuts that we know are inevitably going to come with either with a change of administration or if we stay as we are. But the reality is a lot of colleges can make efficiency savings from where they are now. And the two of the key factors, there's 5 or 6 key factors within a college and within making sure you've got an efficient and effective college. The two that we tend to see most of are about curriculum efficiency, which is about a good curriculum plan, and about staff utilisation. So making sure that you use your resources in the best way you possibly can. And we estimate from the work we've done, and we've worked with more than 100 colleges, that actually the average FE college under-teaches by about 10%, and actually underuses their staff by about 25% per member of staff. So there's a lot of efficiency gains that a college can make, and they only need to make a small efficiency gain in order to recognise quite a significant saving in terms of bottom line and staff costs. In terms of the changes in the quality of leadership in the sector, I think like any other sector, it has good leaders and it has bad leaders. I think that the numbers in terms of the inspection where it's shown leadership and management failings, I know the numbers dropped, but the reality is the majority of the senior management teams in the sector have only ever operated under a Labour administration, and since 1997 we've benefited from a period of growth in terms of funding and in terms of the availability of different funding sources. So I think it's easier to manage under those circumstances than it will be over the next few months and next few years. So I think the challenge for the sector is not what's happened between 1997 and now. It's the challenge of how are the leadership going to take these colleges forward, recognise the problems they've got, deal with those problems, and actually ensure that the courses and the college is viable. I believe every principal has a duty to their learners and the duty to their communities, be their corporate community, be they the local community. And the reality is they need to secure provision in that area that's right, sufficient for the learners in that area. And I think with budget cuts, it becomes a lot more difficult to manage than when we had a period of growth. I think it's quite easy to assume everything's a negative. Budget cuts, colleges having to make a significant number of redundancies, problems with audit, the reintroduction of the funding audits and the concerns Ofsted have had about success rates. But I actually think it's quite a positive future for the colleges that know. And I think the challenge moving forward is getting the right data, getting the right information that the management team need in order to make the right decisions for the future of the college. Yes, there are going to be budget cuts, but there's going to be budget cuts across all the public services. So I just don't think it's unique to FE. But I think the challenge is moving forward is doing more with less, being an efficient and an effective college, offering value for money so that essentially the taxpayer gets a good deal out of it and the college invests the resources in the right area to allow learners to succeed and courses to happen. So yes, it's negative from the point of view there are going to be budget cuts, but there's a massive opportunity for colleges to take hold of it and drive forward.